We want to take a quick tour around D2L so that you'll be able to find everything we've been talking about. Here we are where you enter the course on the course homepage, and the announcements, you can scroll through the announcements. So when I talked about reading the announcements, these are the announcements. And then to see almost everything in the course, you can see it under content. So going to content, you will have everything laid out for you. All of the stuff that you need to access at the very beginning of the course is right here under getting started. So we talked about reading your syllabus, looking at the course calendar and printing the course calendar, looking at your assignments and printing course assignments. We talked about looking at My Math Lab and getting in and getting registered for My Math Lab. This is where you can do that. Logging into My Math Lab to access all of your online assignments and all of your quizzes and a lot of other things. You can do that through this login link. And then you have your different chapter modules. So chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through chapter 10. The chapter modules will have the objectives and tasks that you can look at, and then the lecture videos that you can look at. And then scrolling all the way down here, we have some resources. Don't ignore these resources. They're very helpful. You've got a free textbook tutor center that you can call 24/7 and ask them questions from either your online homework or your textbook homework. So you can ask them lots of questions and they'll help you, guide you where you're messing up and where you need to correct things. There's a student solutions manual, so you don't actually have to purchase the solution manual. There's also an electronic copy of the book. Also, there's a whole bunch of support. We have the APSU help desk for technical computer sorts of support. We have distance education for D2L sorts of support. We have Minitab, that's the statistical software we'll be using. We have Course Compass, that's where all of our homework and quizzes will be. We have a free Minitab 30-day trial link. We have academic support for help with tutoring. We also have TRIO student support services for those who qualify for TRIO. They do some awesome things like lending out calculators, lending out laptops. So you may want to check into that and see if you qualify. And then there are the WIMBA archives and WIMBA virtual meetings that we may be using to meet together and get online. Going back up here to the top of the course, anything that you want to see, you can click on. So you can click on here, or you can actually click over here as well. We'll start with the syllabus. And so clicking on the syllabus, you can read all of the syllabus. You can go to the next item, the calendar. To print the calendar, you would click on this printer icon and a print will come up. And then assignments, again, to print the assignments right here. And here is the description of the registration. You can copy whatever your course ID is by highlighting that ID. Control C, click on Course Compass. It'll take you straight to where you want to register. Yes, I do want access to a new course. And you click Next. You Control V to enter that ID, find the course, and here, if you purchase a book, you'll have an access code. You can click on that. If you didn't purchase a hard copy of the book and you only want the electronic copy of the book, select the option that says Buy Now, and then click Buy, and it will take you and prompt you for credit card information and that sort of thing. And then the next link that we have is the Course Compass login. So once you have registered for Course Compass, you can always go here to log into Course Compass, or you can log in separately, and that's what I like to do. So you could just go to the coursecompass.com and then click on login for returning users, and you may want to bookmark this page and add it to your favorites. I have. Going to the next, we have the chapter modules. The chapter modules will give you objectives and tasks, so that tells us what we're going to learn, and then on the right here how we're going to learn it, the tasks that we will do. And then the next link will give us the lecture videos, and so this is where we can view all of the videos for the course, and these little red links here actually will link you to section videos from the publisher, and they will give examples of how to work the problems in that particular section. So if you click on it, eventually it will load.
In this example, we'll learn how we can use our sample.
And then to view the introductory concept videos, you can just click the play icon. To make them larger, you can click this larger icon, and you can click the X to make it smaller.
Of statistics,
You can click pause. You can change volume levels. And then if we keep scrolling, we'll get to the next chapter, the objectives for that chapter, and then keep going through, we'll get to the videos for that. And you can always, and I would recommend doing this at first, print out the lecture notes. So if you click on lecture notes for chapter 2, it will bring you the lecture notes for chapter 2, and we can print these out by clicking on the print icon. And so that's pretty much it for content. And then here we have under discussions where you can post all of your discussions for the course. You'll be required at the very beginning to do the introductory post, and that can be done in this forum, in this topic. And then if you scroll down, you'll see lots of other topics that will offer you support. So if you have questions, you can post questions in all of these forums, and then keep scrolling down and you will see all of the chapter forums where you will need to post your chapter questions and responses and critiques. So if you go here, that's where you can post those, and there are instructions for all of the required forums, all of the required topics. You have instructions on exactly what you'll be required to post and what you'll be required to read. So pay attention to those instructions. Going back up to the first post that you'll be making, class introductions, we'll click on it and we'll see that here we have instructions. We will click compose to make our introduction, and then we will type in a subject. So, hi, I'm Ellen, and then we will type our message, and then we can click post. In order to view the post, we can scroll down. If we want to reply to another student's post, we can click reply, and we can just type in some sort of reply and click post. And then the next area is the Dropbox. The Dropbox will be where you can put your files for the different projects. The first project being a data gathering project, and the other two projects are mini-tab projects. Our quizzes will actually be in Course Compass, so you need to go there for the quizzes. Under class lists, that's where you can see a list of your entire class, and you can email your instructor. So if I wanted to email the instructor, I could click on the instructor's name and then the email icon. Click email and then click a message and click send. And then the rest of these links we probably won't use very much. This is the groups link, so if there are groups for the course, you'll see them here. This is the grades link, but the grades will actually be stored in Course Compass. The only grades you will see in here are your project grades, so you should really go to Course Compass to check out your grades. Chat and checklist, but we don't really use those very much. And that's it. You'll notice that a little envelope icon has popped up. Well, that means that I have new email. So whenever I see this envelope icon, I can click on email and I can see my message. To view the message, I can click on the subject, and then I will see the message. And then to reply to a message, I go to the top of that message and I can click on reply, and I can type in a message and click send. And that's the basics of D2L that we'll need to be using.